This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Day 4 of the 15th IAAF World Track and Field Championships, all history now, and the Bahamas had its first medal opportunity with Jeffrey Gibson in the final of the men's 400-meter hurdles.
7 has the Pan American Games champion from Bahamas. He ran a Bahamian record of 48.37 in his semi-final. The final of the men's 400-meter hurdles. Kudryavtsev is still in the lead, but right on the outside it's Bet of Kenya. And Bet running strongly, but stutters a little bit into that hurdle. It's all to play for, but it's still Bet who's coming through. Bet, the Kenyan, takes it. Kudryavtsev dips for second place.
And Jeffrey Gibson just out-dipping Kieron Clement on the line. The Bahamian, another national record for him. Absolutely superb.
Early in practice, I was a little bit hasty to get to the first hurdle, but, and coach is telling me, you don't have to go that fast. Go your normal pace and keep going. The first 2 hurdles were good. I kind of dragged my leg a little. The third one or fourth one, I ended up having to go over my left leg, and, that was something different for me. But I knew that wasn't something that can spoil the race. There's still about 350 meters to go. You can still do it. So, getting to the 200, the last curve, that is where you really see everyone and you kind of sum up where you are in the race and what you need to do. I realized that everyone was still there. I didn't know who was behind me and who was able to rally forward. But, with the people who I saw in my peripheral, they were still within striking distance. So, tried to strike. Lane 7 isn't really a problem. I've been used to running, those odd and outside lanes from all these different pro meets. You can come with the fastest time going in and they'd be like, oh, well, we don't know your face. How about let's throw you in the outside lane just to fill it up? But I'm okay with that. A lane is still a lane and 10 hurdles is still 10 hurdles.
Congratulations going out to Jeffrey. This was the first world medal for a Bahamian hurdler, so definitely a job well done there. Now we can tell you also today the semifinals of the Women's Open 400 took place, and the Bahamas with another opportunity to make a world final.
Shawnee Miller, immense talent. She won the World Junior title in 2010, when she was still a youth, in fact, another 2 years in junior ranks. Won the World Youth title after that, and she was 4th in the World Championships at the senior level 2 years ago. Shawnee Miller in lane 6 has got a good start today in the Jamaican colours, just gaining a little ground on Miller now. Hastings also in there. It's these 3, I think, who are going to come into the straight pretty much abreast. The centre lane athletes, though, getting a bit of an advantage now. The much taller Miller being challenged by Christine Day of Jamaica, but Miller now coming through, and Miller goes well clear of the rest of the field. An impressive turn of speed there.
Really good performance there from the young Bahamian. She actually ran quite steadily for the first 150, and that may well have been one of the reasons why she pulled away from Christine Day and the rest of the field so impressively. She was easing up before the line, but still stripping distance. She was already glancing round at this stage. 50-1-2. That was an excellent performance. The young Bahamian looks really, really dangerous here. That was a brilliant qualification.
The women's 400-meter final, that will be run on Thursday at 8:40 a.m. local time here in the Bahamas, and Shawnee runs out of lane number 5. The only other athlete in competition for Team Bahamas today was Tues Smith in the prelims of the men's 200 meters, running out of lane 8. Tues was in heat 3, the same heat as the world's fastest man, Usain Bolt, and need to be in the top 3 or have one of the next 3 fastest times to advance to the semifinals.
No problems with the start. They're away now. Bolt's going so fast now, catching up Placius on his outside. Past him now, onto the shoulders almost of Skies, just on his outside. He's about 3 or 4 metres clear. Reese, the German, on the inside's going well as well. But look at this man, he's just easing down. Jogging through the line. It's Bolt.
So Tues Smith finishing up in 6th place, 20.91 his time, and that not good enough to move on. The Bahamas Olympic Committee has a new sport under its umbrella. We get that story tonight from Charles Fisher.
Bahamas Olympic Committee introducing the sport of beach handball to the Bahamas, making the total number of sports under the BOC banner to 21. In town to conduct the 4-day course for primary, secondary and high school coaches is Croatian national coach Dova Rokovic.
That's something new project for the places like Bahamas and Puerto Rico and North Africa. We will go there by behalf of the International Handball Federation to try to implement something that, here you don't have gyms that will fit the indoor handball. So we'll try to incorporate the beach handball.
Senior Education Officer for Primary Physical Education, Dawn Knowles, hopes to get the sport within the school curriculum this school year.
I know that my teachers will do justice to the course, and we shall, in a few years, have that Olympic medal in handball.
BOC President Wellington Miller pleased to host the course and wishing all participants success.
We're happy that all of you members here from various schools come here to learn the art of handball so that we can give other youngsters other opportunity to get involved in other sports.
The course is started on Monday and will involve practical and theory and will wrap up on Thursday. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thanks a lot, Charles. Now, in addition to implementing handball, the BOC has also afforded boxing coach Valentino Knowles the opportunity of a lifetime. He will spend 3 months in Budapest, Hungary, studying sports science and physical education.
The studies that I'm going off to do, it accommodates a lot and fits in good with the 7 years I spent in Cuba training as a boxer to become the #1 athlete. So what I've learned there, I'm going to use that, take that, and put it together with what I'm about to do inside Hungary. I've followed this course and looked it up, and it's not an easy course. Many have tried and a lot have failed, and plenty have succeeded. But I'm up for the challenge, and I'm prepared to work very hard to do what I have to do and bring it back home.
Elections taking place tonight in the Eleuthera Basketball Association, and Andrew Tiny Johnson is one of 2 candidates running for the top post.
I decided not to coach anymore now. I decided now to run for the president because I can be more effective in that position right now because I can see the need for it now. Winning is all pretty good. Coaching is pretty good, but I want to move basketball now to another level where I can more the younger kids now can be involved in the basketball program. It's our development league is going to be involved with the night league program, but the younger kids will be playing more on a Friday and a Saturday.
The Bahamas Basketball Federation had a busy summer to say the least, but they still have a lot of work ahead.
Since the Nationals is going to be here in Nassau, we have more teams who are interested in coming to Nassau because Nassau is accessible to some of the family islands. This year, it's going to be different. We are going to touch bases with all the family islands. In fact, we already did. The only thing that Abaco now will have a new leader because Russell, their coach, a transfer here to Nassau, so we need the who represented us over there for the last 3 years. So now we need to find someone. I will be going to Abaco sometime in September, early October, to make sure that Abaco is on the right track. They're playing ball, but I want them to be able to come to the Nationals. And even if they take part in the B Division, and Abaco has to understand that they one time ruled the B Division in the 80s, so that could easily happen again.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.